Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video probably isn't real clear, this is kind of a housekeeping video. During COVID, I really saw the evolution of this channel move in a direction I would not have seen it when we started this. When we started this back some 6-7 years ago, however long it's been at this point, the thinking behind this video in my mind was to provide an archive for people to look up information, and then it slowly became a little bit more topical insofar as we do keep up with news, especially in the space involving Thai immigration, especially U.S. immigration to some extent, although less so now. I've kind of think I moved away a little bit from talking about U.S. immigration. That's going to change. I think this year, politically, there's going to be major news in U.S. immigration, so I think we'll be talking about that a bit more on this channel. Thai immigration, as always, but a few things transpired during COVID that have led me to believe that we need to kind of hone the focus of this channel, but I'm also moving in different directions personally just on YouTube. So moving forward, I think this channel is going to more tightly be dealing with just, cut and dried, more legal news, legal information. I've noticed a fair number of people enjoy sort of some of my opinion videos on this channel. There will be continuing opinion videos on this channel, but it's probably going to focus more on, as it has up to this point, although it's drifted in a different direction a little bit, it's primarily focused on U.S. immigration, Thai immigration, sort of opinions associated with that. That'll keep happening here, but I have had a lot of correspondence from people who've said they like to see more stuff on my opinions. I never intended for this channel to be an opinion-based channel. I'm perfectly happy to sort of put in my 2 cents and state when I put in my 2 cents or when I speculate or something on this channel, but this was never designed to be an opinion channel. We're not quite there with a separate channel specifically for that, but we're getting there. And stay tuned for that. But bigger news is, we are introducing, look, cannabis has really changed the game in this past year. It really came upon us. I've been following this for years. For people that follow this channel, we've been on this for years, like 5-6 years. We've been kind of following the cannabis, the evolution of the law, the regulatory structure, the paradigm shift we've seen in Thailand regarding cannabis. But honestly, it never was intended to be the thrust of this channel to talk about that. So we're going to start up another channel. Presently, we're calling it Cannabis News Asia. I wanted to call it cannabis.co.th, our website associated with cannabis that deals exclusively in cannabis-related matters, legal and business and otherwise, is called cannabis.co.th. It's part of the company we call the Cannabis Logistical Information Processing Service. And again, in the future, there's going to be a lot of legal issues associated with importation, export, as well as transportation, chain of custody with respect to this stuff. There's just going to be a lot of legal minutia coming up with respect to that, and we're trying to provide a service that's more narrowly tailored to folks that are in the cannabis space here in Thailand. And we also kind of feel we will continue to do the occasional legal news update regarding cannabis on this channel, but I think things are going to start moving on a path where it's going to be less and less about legal news and more information about businesses, more information about sort of cannabis in a business context, which again has never been the thrust of this channel. So we're going to set up a separate channel to talk primarily about news articles related to cannabis in Asia and the wider world for that matter. And it will be more narrowly focused over there about really specific issues, legal issues especially associated with cannabis. So if you're interested in that, we'll go ahead and put up all the contact information, everything in the description below, and we'll go ahead and put the link to the YouTube channel associated specifically with Cannabis News Asia here in Thailand. It's going to be based out of Thailand. We're looking at this kind of from an Asia-wide perspective, not really looking to report a lot on what's going on in other jurisdictions other than kind of tangentially, and report on them as they are relevant to the sort of Asian cannabis space. So again, it's primarily going to be Asian-centric and Thai-centric, very Thai-centric, because Thailand is kind of ground zero now for cannabis policy, and cannabis law here in Asia. And we're going to kind of be doing some different things with that. So stay tuned over there. We're gonna get that set up, and we're just letting folks know, yeah, we'll continue to do basic legal information updates on cannabis in Thailand, but if you're looking to do deep dives into sort of the cannabis space in Thailand, we're gonna have a different platform for that. And again, that's, Cannabis News Asia. More to the point, and I'm hoping, we got to deal with YouTube on this, but I would just prefer to call it cannabis.co.th, as that's the main website we're going to be operating from and dealing with legal questions people have regarding cannabis. Another thing to bear in mind is beginning February 1st and moving forward, this has been kind of a key issue. I thought about making a separate video on this. I'm not going to, because I've done videos on this before. You know, the definition of free consultation has been something of a bugbear over here for me, especially about the past year. You know, the public's idea of what a free consultation is versus what I think it is apparently is radically different. But I'm going to continue, you know, we do talk to people, and while, again, the public seems to think of free consultation as one thing, you know, my view of it is, hey, you contact us, you ask us what you're looking to do, we tell you if we can assist. That's the initial free consult. And let me be clear, the no's actually oftentimes are way more time intensive than when we say, yeah, we can assist with that, and then we point people in the direction of what we're going to need to do to assist them with that. And oftentimes that means, okay, you're going to go ahead and need to retain us, you're going to go ahead and need to basically, you know, pay some money for services associated with whatever we may be doing for you. There are also emails we send out, I do it a few times a week, where we just say, hey, we can't assist with that for whatever reason. And oftentimes telling people no takes a great deal more research and effort than telling people yes. The reason I bring this up is I am, over the course of the following month, if you contact info@cannabis.co.th, we will be answering people's basic questions regarding the legality of cannabis and things like this. Now, in Thailand, you know, just basic stuff. You could probably get some of this information going through and looking at prior videos here on YouTube, but there are people that have questions that are more personally tailored. We do understand that. But the thing to understand is, yes, for the next month, if you send it, we'll put this up on screen, info@cannabis.co.th. If you have questions regarding cannabis in Thailand, we're happy to provide insights. However, if you're going to contact us with, you know, some massive fact pattern and, you know, want a massive legal opinion, again, you know, we're going to need to talk and get into the high weeds on that. But, you know, basic questions regarding cannabis, we're happy to answer, or at least I am, over on info@cannabis.co.th for the forthcoming month. And I suspect my birthday present to myself at the end of February is going to be not having to continue that correspondence thereafter. But I really am behind this space. I really think Thailand made a good move in going for legalization here. I think it's something that can massively benefit the Thai economy, and I think it's something that has massive positive tourism applications, if you will, positive tourism aspects, if you will. And for that reason, I think it's something that should be sort of cultured. It should be taken care of, coddled, if you will. This is something I think that we should basically try to encourage. I think questions in the space is something that needs to be encouraged, because there are hard and fast rules right now regarding cannabis. There's things you can do and there's things you can't do in Thailand, and the things you can't do can lead to some real problems. So it's probably not a bad idea for everybody to get on the same page and be in the same frequency moving forward.